he couldn't he couldn't fit in the airplane bathrooms. But Andre was the same way. But Andre used to take when he went to Japan, he'd take laxatives and clean himself out before he got on the plane. God, it sounds like a medical conference here.
Well, speaking of Andre, last night I interviewed Ken Batira as my chauffeur comes back here. But Ken had some pretty funny stories about Andre the Giant and going to the bathroom and stuff. But do you have any funny stories you could share with us about the Giants? Because Ken was telling us he actually has a funny side to him that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, Andre. I met Andre in New Zealand just before I came here, and he could barely speak English. And I told him, I said, "Well, I'm going to the United States, and I'm going in March, so maybe I will see you there." Oh, yes, 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 but yes, you know. And then I think it was late 1973. I walked into television in New York. Well, in New York, in Philadelphia, that's where we done our TV, and Andre was there. Excuse me. And he got up, came over, he said, "Hello, Tony." He remembered my name. I said, "Andre, how are you?" Good. So I said, "How long are you in for?" They were in for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks or something. I said, "Oh, who are you riding with?" He said, "Oh, I don't know." He was there with his manager, Frank Valois. So I said, "Well, ride with me." I had a big LTD, and one trip we left from New Haven, Connecticut, and drove down to Philadelphia, done the show in Philadelphia, and then we crossed the Walt Whitman Bridge into New Jersey, and I knew where I could buy beer. So I said, "Well, we got about 160 miles to go, so a case and a half will be good." So bought a case and a half of beer. We got to the end of the Jersey Turnpike, and it was gone. So before I got on the George Washington Bridge in Fort Lee, I knew where there was a bar there. So I pulled up there, and I got another 3 6-packs. I said, "That should do it." Because Andre's drinking most of it. And before we got to the Connecticut border, the 18 were gone between him and his manager.
Yeah, Ken was saying that the manager weighed about 300 pounds and could put back almost as much beer as most of the wrestlers, if not more.
Yeah, Frank Valois. But Andre was, yeah, he had a good sense of humor, and we were the same age, so that's what I have in common with Andre. I think he's 4 months older than me. He was 4 months older than me.
How was he to work with in the ring and to work with as an agent?
Oh, he was good. Yeah, he was excellent. Actually, I was down in the Carolinas, and I was driving him around. It was one of those holiday weekends, which were big in the Carolinas. And we had a show in the afternoon, and the night show was Greenville, North Carolina. So I drove him from the afternoon show, and then we went to Greenville, and he was working with Jimmy Snuka, and it's still one of the best all-round matches. Never mind, a giant against a regular guy. It was just absolutely fantastic. He could work.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.